Yeah. Hey, let's go. All right. Another good day. Yeah. You've said another day, another dollar. But this is another good day that we are here. And to talk about some of these issues that are affecting, or the issues that affect us in the community. And one of the issues that I wrote down was an issue of the common trend now that people are calling baby mamas. Baby mamas, it's my baby mama. Oh, baby daddy, baby mama. I've come to notice that I think this has become like a common trend among young girls. I don't know if I should say it's a concern. A concern to who? Is it a concern to the government? Is it a concern to us as parents who have girl children, who have boy children? It's a concern to who? And what do you think? I don't know. I want to get your mind about this whole thing. I know you may not be maybe the best person to give us this, but maybe if we spoke to somebody who's in there, who's in the ship situation, maybe they'll be able to give us, the proper insight. You know what I mean? Okay. But I just thought, look, from the thought, what would you say about it?
I think we live in communities where we have such people existing. We can't deny that. Some of it is in our families. So I think from what we have seen or what we have heard, we should be able to know whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, you get. So at the end of the day, it all comes to moral decay.
Moral decay?
Yes, it all comes to moral decay. It all comes to maybe peer pressure for some of the people. I don't even understand. Some of the people, they do it for money. Because the guy has got money, so when I have his child, obviously I'll tie him to it, you understand? But not everyone comes out good with it. We find that most of the people, even the guy that has money, can leave them.
Wow.
You see? So it depends. There are people who are genuinely entangled in such a situation. Maybe they were in a relationship that they thought it would come out good. And then they end up being alone with a child and raising a child alone. For those ones, we salute the single moms. You understand? We salute them because it's hard work to just be a single parent and raise a child. But for those that are doing it for fun, like now that it's an excitement, like I just want to have a kid, with that guy, I just want to have a child, I'm not going to be married. We don't realize that the child that we are having outside a serious relationship or a marriage will be affected because when they go to school, definitely they'll hear their peers or their friends talking about their dad, their fathers, and then this child does not have a father. You understand? So it can be good for you.
Wait a minute. This child doesn't have a father.
I mean, present but absent.
Oh, okay.
That's a thing.
Okay.
They've got a dad. They can call a dad. Maybe it's not even. There are dads that are available. There are dads that are in the lives of the kids. You understand? But there are those dads that are just dads.
Fathers.
They just father the child and they dump the child. They don't even think about the child. They don't even sponsor the child. They don't do nothing for the child. So those are present and yet absent. You understand? So in such a sense, for me as an adult, it is okay because one, I'm looking at my emotions. I'm looking at me, myself, and I. But I'm not looking at the life of a child. That kid who doesn't have a dad, how are they coping in society? How are they coping in their environments when they're with kids that have dads? You understand, that have fathers? You get. So we need to really, really think bigger than what is there. It's not just about having a child.
So we need to think outside ourselves.
Yes.
Think outside us.
Yes.
Okay. So but this trend has become common in the sense that I've heard of situations where young girls will say, I can't go out with that guy. All I wanted was just to have his kid. All I wanted was just to have his child. Is that what you meant when you said moral decay?
Yes.
Is that a problem with a young child, with a girl today in our society?
Yes, that's moral decay. Who would just want to have a child with somebody and not be involved? Who would want to bring a child on earth deliberately and not give that child his right to have a father figure in his life? So that is moral decay. something is decaying them, and that's what we need to work on.
But should we entirely blame the women, or it's something that we could also attribute to the men? Because look, there is somebody that I spoke to. I don't know. Well, she said she didn't know that what this guy told her was that he's not married. Yeah. But then the time she had a child for him, that's when she discovered that the guy was actually married. So now she's left with a child, and now she's thinking, how do I, manage my life? How do I manage my situation? So is it the guy's problem that this woman has been left with a child, or it's the girl's problem who didn't probably investigate further? You see what I mean?
So for such